Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Friday before Christmas.
Woohoo!
It's almost here. Are you ready?
Santa's coming.
Santa! I haven't watched my favorite movie yet this Christmas. Elf is my favorite. I think for that one part where he yells, Santa! So yes, I'm excited to be here. Hopefully you guys are too, taking a little time out of all the hustle and bustle, your busy schedule, to hang out with me today. We are going to dive into the last live for our Advent calendar reveals. Have you guys had fun with this? Hopefully. I have had so much fun. I'm going to pull up comments here. I've had lots of fun crafting with the goodies and sharing inspiration with you. I'm excited to do that today. And then I did announce this before, but we are going to have a pre-recorded video that we'll share with those of you. Actually, I think it's just going to go live on our normal page so everyone can watch it. But it will be the opening of the last 3 gifts, and that will come out on the 26th. So everyone has a chance to open all the way through the 25th, and then we'll put that video out on the 26th. Hello, Farley. Good to see you today. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Jamie. Got up early just for me in the Advent calendar. Oh, thank you. Good morning. Whitney's here. Susan's here in the background with me.
Yay.
Kind of chat through everything with you guys today. So if you tuned in on Tuesday, then you probably remember me saying I was feeling a little under the weather. And sometimes things have to get worse before they get better. And that was the case with me. This is actually my first day back in the office since Tuesday because I went down hard. So this is, I don't get sick very often, but this one took me down for a couple of days. I've been resting, and you can probably still hear it in my voice a little bit, but I'm just happy to be back here with all of you today and feeling better every day. So just getting rid of that, what's left of the junk. Hopefully you guys are all staying healthy and checking off that Christmas to-do list before the big day. It is a tough time of the year to get sick. I know Whitney's been dealing with sick kids for a while, and having lost 2.5 days of my week this week, we have no stocking stuffers this year yet. We'll see if I want to brave the crowds tomorrow. What do you say, Susan?
Don't brave the crowds tomorrow.
I knew that was what you were going to say. We always talk about going out to Target or down on Delaware in general at Christmas. No. I don't know that I feel like doing that. So
unless you go first thing, like 8 a.m.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
That's a good idea.
8 a.m. It's quiet.
I don't know why I didn't think of that myself.
Or
but
10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I don't want to do 10 o'clock at night. So I think maybe tomorrow I'll just wake up early and be one of the first ones there so I can have a little peace and get out of Dodge before it goes crazy. So, good morning. Sandra's here in Myrtle Beach. Anna, hello. Hi, Dawn. Sherry's here. And Judy. Good. Okay. Well, Judy says, this is my first Advent calendar and I'm really enjoying the experience. I love that. We intended this to be kind of a little something for you each day. I know during this busy season, we don't often take time for ourselves. So hopefully this has been kind of a little bright spot for you to look forward to what you're going to open each day in the Advent calendar. And our Advent calendar, if it's your first time participating, might be a little bit different than what you've experienced before. We like to put together curated products that can be used to create a certain project, or that all kind of go together and can be used together, because I know that a lot of times when you receive Advent calendars, they're a lot of fun little goodies, but you're maybe not sure what to do with them. And so we have some very specific things that you can do with the products that you receive, and that's why I do these Advent calendar lives, so you can see how to use those curated products and create an actual project, which is what we hope to inspire you to do, to use the things that you get. So, all right, we are going to go ahead and...
Oh, show them your earrings.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I'll bring you back really quick. So I do have a new pair of earrings on today. I showed you guys on Tuesday my little Christmas sweater earrings, and these are, oh, aren't they cute? These are little Christmas trees, and they have lights on them. They're made from the polymer clay. You know, the artists that do all of those cool jewelry things with the clay. I want to be like that.
I just used polymer last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
We're going to have a crafty session because Susan is so good at like jewelry making. I know you do a ton of stuff that I don't even know like what all you do. So we'll need to do that. And then I'll show you how to make my little snow globe candies.
They're adorable.
That I brought today.
I should go get one.
If there's one downstairs, I could share it.
Yes.
I was pretty proud of my little Pinterest project. I baked over the weekend with the girls. You can't really consider it baking. We didn't actually put anything in the oven, but I brought the treats to work to share today. And everybody was commenting how cute they were. So Susan's gonna run down to the kitchen and see if there's any left that I can show all of you. So, all right, I am going to move the camera again, and we're gonna start opening gifts 16 through 22. Today is 22, right? Don't open 23. Everybody tell me. Oh, Susan found them. Okay, before we get started with number 16,
they're going fast, too.
I'll show you guys what I saw on Pinterest and brought in are these little snow globe treats, I guess. So it's an Oreo that I covered with the white chocolate almond bark and then sprinkled the kind of sparkly white sprinkles to look like snow.
Something extra in your project here.
Oh, okay. We got a few sprinkles, a few food sprinkles down on my work surface. And then I just put one of the Wilton candy icing decorations on top while it was still before the chocolate cooled. And then put a little more white chocolate to connect it to a Reese's peanut butter cup and let it all cool and harden in the fridge. So fun. It was.
They're so cute.
Yeah, you guys said they'd be fun to make with kids, and that's exactly what I did. My girls helped. Henry's not so helpful in the kitchen, so he did his best not to ruin our fun. But yeah, it was super fun last weekend. I'm glad we did them early because doing them this week while I wasn't feeling well would not have been an option. So, all right, let's open number 16. Here we go. It looks like Amrita has her hashtag, what will Taylor wear, and has posted the link to my shirt for today. So that's fun. I love that. I love that she's been doing those. All right, so in number 16, we have this Let's Stick Together glue tube. You guys, we have not had one of these glue tubes at Tailored Expressions, and I don't know why not, because they're so useful. And I'm actually really loving it. By the time you get through what is in here, you don't have to worry about clogging, and you just grab another one. Has a nice detailed point to it, and the actual liquid glue inside is a nice thickness, a good viscosity, I guess you would say. So I've really enjoyed using this, and we've been using it since Stamp Joy. We actually had it out at our Stamp Joy fall event at all of the make and takes, and we heard such great reviews, so I was excited to get it to all of you in the advent calendar, and this is definitely something you will see in the store. You guys are just the first to receive it in the advent calendar. All right, so that was 16. Actually, I'm going to leave that out because I'm going to use it today on my project. Let's.
Did we have some samples of that at Stamp Joy, but no one knew what it was?
We had it out at all the make and take tables, but we didn't really say that it was coming soon or anything like that. And it was not for sale, so they couldn't buy it, but
sneaky.
They got to use it. So, all right, so here is number 17. Let's pull this out. This is one of our super cute calendar cards. And this is what we're going to be using on the live today. I'm going to show you how to create a couple different calendar options and even a card. So if you're not into creating calendars, you can use these fun little calendar pre-printed cards on an actual card instead of a calendar. This is an exclusive design that was just for the Advent calendar, so you guys are the first to see this. It features dogs and cats, so we got both of the pets of choice in there. So if you're a cat lover, we have some that you're gonna love, and then we have some for the dog lovers too. And they all have a fun little punny joke on them. This top one, what do you call the dog who won the race? Susan. The wiener dog.
The wiener dog. Sorry, I was trying to read it.
Oh. What happened after the cat ate a ball of yarn? She had mittens. Love that. What do you call a dog magician? A labracadabrador. I love these. These jokes make me giggle. What is a cat's favorite cereal? Mice Krispies. What kind of dog doesn't bark? A hush puppy.
That might be my favorite.
What do you call a pile of cats? A meowton. What do dogs have in common with phones? They have caller ID. Oh my gosh, these are such bad dad jokes. John would really appreciate these today.
I think we need to make this calendar for John.
I do need to probably bring these home and tell them to my girls so they can groan.
And roll their eyes. Don't forget.
Roll their eyes. Yep, they do it to Dad often. Why was the cat so small? It only drank condensed milk. Okay, this one, I don't know why this one really tickled my funny bone. What did the dog say when he sat on sandpaper? Rough. Why do cats always get their way? They're very persuasive. What kind of dog likes taking a bath? A shampoodle. How does a cat make a birthday cake? From scratch. So there are 12 of them in here with the intention that you could make a calendar featuring all 12 months of the year. And I'm going to show you what products we have to do with that, what these are kind of designed to go with. But for now, I will stick those back in the bag and we'll move on to number 18.
So fun, drum roll.
Oh, good. I'm getting some ha-ha-has in the comments, so I'm not the only one who likes lame jokes. That's good. All right, so in number 18, you received these small stickers. These might just look like gray stickers, but these are actually scratch-off stickers. We do sell these at the Tailored Expressions store, and they are designed to go with those pre-printed cards that we just talked about. So they have that same size box at the bottom so that if you want to make your card or your calendar interactive, you can use these stickers to cover up the answer to the joke, and then your recipient can scratch it off and see the answer behind. So just kind of a fun, different way to make something interactive with these scratch-offs. So there are 12 of these scratch-off stickers in the bag. And then you get the square tear-off calendar. So this is something that we just added this year. Our mini tear-off calendar is our most popular product at Tailored Expressions, and we decided to make a square version of it this year. It's a little bit more modern looking. You can see the numbers and the way the months are printed. The font is a little bit more modern looking. So really fun way to create different style of calendars, especially when you pair them with our square calendar cards. So if you haven't guessed yet, we're going to make a calendar today. So if you're crafting along with me, then set this one aside on your desk. We're going to use it today.
Candy says she's having a howling good time.
She's getting in the spirit with the puns. All right, so this was our little note that said scratch-off stickers are a truly fun way to dress up your cards or projects with an interactive element. Give your recipients the thrill of discovering sweetness, unlocking laughs, or revealing snark. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, they pair especially well with joke-themed square calendar cards, like you got in yesterday's bag on the 17th. Okay, so we're going to set those aside here. I am going to use these today, so I'm just going to push those up to the top for later. Let's continue on with number 19. This one can be useful for the calendar project that we're going to be creating, but you could also find lots of other uses for this as well. And you have here this cute little mini wooden easel. Again, perfect for displaying a calendar on your desktop. Susan, I wonder if you could grab that card right over there, the little poster that's on the thing. I wanted to show people that we have these little posters that you can display in the easel as well. So this one says, my craft room style is best described as, there appears to have been a struggle.
Completely my room. Completely.
There does appear to have been a struggle here because I've been crafting. So that looks really nice on the easel as well. I know these were available at our fall virtual and in-person Stamp Joy events for early purchase. We don't have them currently in the store, but we will in the future. So that would be cute with the little easel as well. You could also paint it. It is unfinished wood. I didn't mention that, but you could paint it teal or white or whatever color matches your decor. Number 20. We have another rubber stamp. This one is a cute little daisy, and everybody loves a good daisy, I think. Very versatile for lots of different occasions. And then we'll go ahead and open up number 21 because these kind of go together. I won't be crafting with this today, but you might see it if you're able to tune in and watch that pre-recorded video of the last 3 gifts being opened. So this goes right along with our little rubber stamp daisy is the clear stamp fills to fill that in. I love using fills for my stamps because, one, they're not designed to be perfect. They're actually supposed to look imperfect, and so it takes the pressure off of stamping it just perfectly. And the other thing is it's a great way to fill your image with color without having to grab those markers. So that is what these 2 stamps do. All right, and last, save the best for last, right?
Yep.
Oh, I have
Everyone's
seen
excited.
people really excited about this. You guys did so amazing, not giving away any spoilers before the live, but there were lots of excited posts on the fan page when they opened number 22, which is, yes, Susan with the drum roll.
A terrible drum roll.
Just for our advent calendar purchasers, we have a brand new ink color called Blue Cheese and a few pieces, 5 pieces of the coordinating cardstock. The cardstock pieces, I believe, if I remember correctly, yes, they're 3x4, so you get 5 sheets of 3x4 cardstock. I'm going to show you how to use these on the project today and give you a color combo idea with this new blue cheese color. But you can see it's a dustier blue, which is not kind of a steel blue color, which isn't something that we have in our catalog currently, really nothing like this. So I am excited to see what you guys do with this new color and how you pair it with some of our existing colors as well. So that is Blue Cheese in the mini ink cube and the cardstock. All right, you guys, let me show you my projects then. I mentioned we're going to be making a calendar today, and this is the one I'm going to walk you through creating here. We have our square calendar that you received, and then our calendar cards along with the scratch-offs are going on this piece here. And then, of course, when you're finished with it, it is designed to sit up right there on the little wooden easel. Super cute little desktop display. I think Mindy's asking if the blue cheese will be coming out later. Of course it will. You guys are getting an early peek and early access as in the advent calendar, but yes, that will eventually become part of our collection in the new year. I'm still looking to source some other colors to go with it, so time of that release is TBD right now, but yes, it will be coming out.
Because everyone wants more paper.
Of course you do, I know. Yes, we will get that. these 5 sheets might not last you long, and it's obviously not big enough to make into like an A2 card layer either. So you got to get creative with how you use your little pieces.
Got to fit in the envelope.
Yes. So that is what we are going to be making today. I'll give some tips and tricks on other products you can use to create this, and maybe give it a little bit more sturdiness as well. I like to do that with my calendar pieces so they don't kind of bow in the middle when you sit them up on your desktop. So I also mentioned if you wanted to make a monthly calendar where your recipient switches out the month every time the month changes, they get a new calendar card. This would be an option for that. And these are our landscape calendar cards. They sit obviously on a landscape version here, and the square calendar card is designed to fit over on the left. So this is one that I already glued down and created, but I wanted to show you what this looks like when you receive it. It's just blank over on this left side, and then you have the option to add whatever artwork you want over there. Of course, our square calendar cards, we have others in the store, not just this version that you received in the Advent calendar. You can decide if you like flowers or Bible verses or lots of different options for these calendar cards, and they fit nicely over on that left side of the calendar. And this would give your recipient an opportunity then to have a different joke every month, so they're not looking at the same piece throughout the whole year, because this one is going to remain the same, and you'll just rip off the calendar when you're finished. You can also do some clever things with this this type of layout, where you would perhaps add some magnets to the back of each of your pieces so that you could replace it every month or whenever you feel like changing it out. You can make it interchangeable, but another option is to just use these calendar cards and create a different card for every month. We'll talk about the colors that I'm using when I get to creating, but I have one more option for you. Like I said, if you don't want to do calendars, or maybe you have an extra card to use up, this one works perfect for a birthday card. The joke was, how does a cat make a birthday cake? And the answer is from scratch. So I decided to take that and just make it into an interactive birthday card. So I added the happy birthday from our On the Block Happy and our On Repeat birthday. In the background is the playful plaid background stamp, stamped in sugar cube onto toffee cardstock. And then I covered up that answer with one of the scratch off stickers and layered it up with our blue cheese cardstock, and then I've got blue cheese ink on the happy as well. So there are your pieces of inspiration for this grouping of Advent calendar projects. Let's start creating.
Yay!
I'm going to stop for a drink. You can tell me, has anybody had any questions that I should address, or are you keeping up with?
Really just wanting a date so they can get their hands on the full size pad and the cardstock. But I said, sorry, no date yet.
Sorry, to be
Please
determined.
hold tight. So yeah, and they're just talking like what colors, maybe gumball and sour gummy that I might go with, but you went a different route on your project. So.
I did, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the toffee cardstock, and I need to cut this down. The size.
There is a question that maybe before you get everything cleared out of the way. Does the landscape calendar fit on the easel from the Advent calendar?
Yes, it sure does. So I can show you that. And it would just fit the opposite. Whoop, stand up here, little guy. It would just fit this direction here. Just like that. So it actually looks like when you rest it on the little shelf here, it does cover up the whole top of the easel, so you don't have any easel sticking out of the top when you put it on that direction. Okay, so let's cut our toffee cardstock to start off with. I'm going to cut 3.5. This is the size I determined to be the best fit for the little card to hold the calendar. That's this size right here. So this is the size of our backer piece. 3.5 by 6 5/8. You know what? I don't like this cutter. It cuts off right at 6.5. So I think that's 6 5/8. So we're just gonna, sometimes where those numbers, you know, with the fold of the cutter, and you can't actually see very well where the measurement is. But I don't often do 6 5/8, so I've probably never noticed that before.
Someone asked, what is the scratch off with the dog called? What's the name of it? But did we name it because we haven't released it?
No, yeah, and maybe they got confused because I said we do have other versions on the website, but the version that you got in your calendar is only currently available in the calendar, but it will likely be released with our calendar products that come out in March, but right now it does not have a name. We did not name it.
No name.
All right, so I cut out 2 of those because I like to have a little extra sturdiness, like I mentioned. If you have just one piece of cardstock and you put a calendar and another piece on the top, you're standing it up on that easel, over time it can start to kind of bow in the middle. So I like to add another piece on the back when I'm finished with the project, just so that it adds that sturdiness.
I think this is what Jamie might be asking. I think
Oh.
she wants to see it. Is that the one we sell on the website?
This is the little, I don't know what we call these.
Hold on. I
Wood
just saw it.
calendar, wood stand, but it has this routed notch in it.
Natural wood display stand.
Okay, natural wood display stand. These are also available on the website. A great way if you're gifting calendars, it's not super expensive to grab these little wooden pieces, and the landscape calendar fits perfectly in there as well.
The walnut wood would fit too. It's just
this
finished.
one, if you were going to, yep, that one fits too. This one that we're making here. If you were going to put this in here, I might have made it just a little bit taller so this could sit up just a little bit higher on there, but yes, it would fit that direction too. All right, so let's take one of these pieces and we're going to build our striped pattern into the background. Because we have these smaller pieces of cardstock with the blue cheese, I had to get creative on how I wanted to incorporate it into my project. So I'm actually going to cut our 1/4 inch easy strips from this blue cheese cardstock. I feel the tickle. It's coming.
Ricola?
The tickle in my throat. No, it's okay. I'll just take another drink. Sometimes when I try to, suck on something, I can't speak at the same time.
Right, it's true.
All right, so we've got a few, not full strips, but this will be enough to go across our calendar project. And I do actually love this because they're super easy to get out of the die then, because obviously they're not all the way. I don't have to use my pokey tool. I just kind of fold it and then I can get my finger underneath those strips and just pull them out of the die. So even if you have cardstock that's not quite long enough for the full easy strips, definitely you could still cut it and use it for certain projects. Okay, the other piece of my blue cheese cardstock, I'm going to cut with our square calendar stacklets. I believe that's what they're called. And these were designed to size perfectly to fit behind our square tear-off calendars. And I'm just gonna kind of fit this. It fits perfectly behind. All right, I think I successfully muted the mic before the tickle got the best of me there. All right, so we're gonna cut this solid square then to fit behind the calendar. And then I think for now we're done with the die cut machine. We'll bring it out one more time. And I did some other measuring on this project. It was a time of measuring to create these, but as I spaced everything out on this piece, I figured out that the best place to start my strips was 5/8 of an inch down from the top. So I have my handy dandy card maker's ruler.
Ooh,
yay!
It's so pretty.
I was waiting for oohs and ahs from the peanut gallery. Okay, so there's a 1/2 inch and there's 5/8 of an inch right here. So I'm going to mark that on both sides of my piece here. And then I can line that up with my ruler so that I make sure my first strip that's going to go down, which is blue cheese, is straight across. I'm going to grab my little glue tube and we're going to adhere these strips in a pattern on the background. I'm going to hang these slightly off the side, and then I'll end up trimming that excess when I'm finished.
The block ruled. Candy.
What did she say?
The block ruled.
Oh.
That's funny. See how handy is that ruler?
It's
so
very
handy.
handy. And thankfully I have probably more than 2 in the craft room, so I can always find it.
Here we have, yep.
So the color combo I chose, obviously I have toffee for the background, the new blue cheese, and then I grabbed blue corn, and everyone's favorite blurple, dried fig. So that's my color combination for these. I'm excited to find more color combinations that I love with this blue cheese too. I'm curious, who likes blue cheese? Do you like blue cheese?
I just
You
had
do.
it on my soup.
I know you always bring blue cheese for your salads, and
I like it. I don't just eat it. I put it
on
things,
something,
but,
yes.
Yeah. I know. I'm crazy.
I don't like blue cheese,
That's
so
okay.
maybe it's an acquired taste and I just haven't acquired it yet.
Yep. I understand that it wouldn't be many people's palates, so yeah. Someone said, finally a blue cheese I like. Did you see that
Oh
comment?
no.
Yeah, I thought that was cute.
Me too.
Yep. You are not alone.
Sometimes when we're naming colors, I do think about like if foods are very polarizing or
Cilantro.
like cilantro.
Yeah.
I struggled with that one. I do like cilantro, but I know people who really don't. So I thought, are they going to hate the color just because of its name? Nope.
Quite the opposite.
All right. So we're going to do 9 of these strips. I don't want too much glue squirting out there, so.
The nice thing about those bottles is they're very pliable. Like, you don't have to work hard to squeeze them.
Yes,
They're very
yeah.
soft, like, so like if someone has like hand
Dexterity issues, yeah.
It's really nice.
Okay. Let's go ahead and cut off the excess on the sides then. That was 9 strips starting at the top from 5/8 inch down. Get all these little pieces out of my cutter.
there's someone else that's commiserating with me about loving blue cheese.
Oh, good.
Yes.
You feel seen and appreciated
I
by
get
other
that.
blue
Some
cheese
people don't
lovers.
like it, but yeah. Have you ever had a wedge salad that's got blue cheese on it?
What did you just ask me?
Wedge salad.
Salad.
Oh, duh.
Yeah, I don't eat lettuce and I don't like salad. I mean, not that I don't eat lettuce. I just mostly choose not to eat lettuce because I don't like it.
I don't know how I would live without
I
lettuce.
know, you're always so good about bringing in your salads, and
Guess
here's
what's
me
today?
like
salad.
salad.
I brought salad.
I'm over here like scarfing down my Chipotle bowl. Susan's got her salad.
Too. I like that too.
All right, so I went ahead and adhered that calendar then to the square that we cut out with the square calendar stacklets die, so you can kind of see how that's going to sit on the calendar card. Now I wanted to add a little bit of texture to the background, so if I pull this sample in here, hopefully you can see that dashed diagonal stitched line. We're going to use our diagonal stitch stacklets to create kind of an outline for the calendar card to sit within. So let me grab that die. While I have the calendar laying on here, I want to make sure that I get this perfectly centered. And we're actually going to cut that stitch line right into our easy strips as well. Get my garbage out of the way here. Now that I'm looking towards coloring this card next, Susan, I think I forgot a couple of the blue markers over there.
Yeah.
Can you check for 4.3 and 4.6? I think it's a B 4.3 and 4.6.
Yep. Got it.
Thank you. Oh no, I lost the screw.
Would you just repeat these strips? I know some people have been chiming in,
yes.
but will you repeat those colors? I missed the comment, and I've been seeing people chime in too. But...
Yeah, so the color combination I used with the blue cheese, which is the light blue, is blue corn and dried fig. And then of course toffee in the background. So here's what that looks like when you add that little stitch line into your panel. Just kind of gives it something extra. And now we can adhere this calendar onto the bottom. Centering it in that open space. Like to turn it over and give it a good press to adhere that down.
Use your magnets to hold it while it dries.
I should. I wonder if they'd go through all the calendar.
Maybe not.
Yes, they do. Wow, these are super strong magnets. We could even put 4 of them on there. That's not going anywhere.
No.
It will be adhered by the time I get done coloring.
Sherry asked what was the name of the glue. Do we have a name for it?
Well, yes. We went cutesy with the name. Let's Stick Together Glue Tube. So that is going to be the name of our glue tube once it's released. But in case you're looking for that on the website, it was an advent calendar first, so it will be added to the website in the future. I know everybody wants to know all the dates, but all I have for you is TBD. Okay, so I'm going to use a few colors, Olo markers, to color this little dog. I have WG1 and 3 primarily. I might see where I get and use a little WG5, but maybe not. So we'll start with that WG1. And one thing I have not mentioned yet, I don't know if people have been asking in the comments, Susan, but these cards are toner printed and so they can be foiled.
No one has asked. But
okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to foil before you color, you could certainly do that.
Is that stitched line, the hashies that we call them?
Yeah.
Which, is that just out of a stacklet that you used, or is that the calendar one?
No, that is out of the diagonal stitched square stacklets, I think it's called.
Okay.
It's not the one in the calendar. That one is not big enough for what I needed on this project.
Yeah, I added it because people were chatting about it, guessing. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry I'm not as talkative today, y'all. All I can think about is
Don't cough.
Don't cough.
Don't cough.
Yeah. Does everybody feel ready for Christmas? Anybody still have shopping left to do? Like me?
I asked him that yesterday because I'm not ready, but mine is more about just getting stuff together. So.
What does
I'm
that
not
mean,
ready.
stuff together? Like
Well,
wrapping and
yeah.
that kind of thing?
Well, and I hit it here and I hit it there.
Oh,
so I have
yes.
to go gather things, and I do shopping for my mom, and she wants things in like a bag so she can add to it. This all has to be done by 9:30 tomorrow morning.
Oh.
Plus my food I'm bringing and dessert, and we do a bingo game, so I have to grab the prizes that I've.
You guys are
stuck in
leaving at 9:30 tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we just go for the day. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I tried last night. I was up till almost midnight. But there's still a long list. I don't know about everyone else. Wrapping. I'm seeing a lot of wrapping. I love wrapping.
I love wrapping too, and I did it. I don't know what possessed me, but I'm glad it did, to do my wrapping last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I know. So I did all my wrapping. I just don't have any stocking stuffers. So that's it.
I did look up Target because I know you're an early riser, but 7 a.m.
Oh, 7.
Can you imagine how much you can get done?
Oh,
no one
I could
around
be
at
home
7?
by 9.
You could be home by 9 when all the craziness starts.
Oh, thank you for looking that up. My personal concierge has figured out my Saturday for me.
Well, I stopped at Old Navy this morning. It opened at 8 a.m.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Ames. So, yeah. So that's why I was like, I bet they're open early. And I'm sure like Walmart's probably the same way.
True. Maybe I'll pop over there too. They always have a little something different.
Have you ever thought to go down the party favor aisle?
At Target?
Yeah,
no.
Just for little stocking stuffers.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have fun.
I bet they'd have little game things Henry would like little things he could blow into I don't know. Henry's tough. I got him some instruments this year, so we'll see how that goes. He got one of those little piano mats that you can step on and make music. We'll see. I'll report back and let you all know.
I think Henry will like it. I'm just wondering how long you and Hubby can handle it. The rest of the family.
I know there's a harmonica in there and some maracas.
Did you ask his sisters before?
No, I did not. We put up with a lot of things for Henry's sake. So if he loves it, we will love it. Okay, well, that calendar card is finished. And we are going to, yes, Susie says, did you buy yourself earplugs too? Maybe that'll be John's stocking stuffer for Henry's gift. Or just life with children in general. Every parent needs earplugs. Right, Whitney?
Oh, yes, please. I can't take any more Baby Shark.
All right, so I have this scratch-off sticker that I'm going to place over the gray box down here. Get that lined up in one corner and just kind of let it fall into place. And then we're going to remove our magnets, hopefully without injuring myself. They take me by surprise sometimes.
Yes, they do.
Okay, this I am going to pop up to give it just a little bit of dimension on the calendar. I've got these foam sticky strips, and I know that they're a little bit too big for this. So what I'm going to do is just kind of measure loosely and cut this last one in half. And that should be good to fit on the back of here.
Someone is sending you industrial ear defenders.
Oh!
Probably a joke, but that's fine.
Wow. Ear defenders. That sounds very high tech. That's awesome. Okay, so
Earplugs for the win.
Karen says one of the biggest hits for her granddaughter was a whoopee cushion.
Oh.
You know, I've given my kids a whoopee cushion and they get a little out of hand with it, and before you know it, it's popped.
Oh, yeah.
Like they fill it with air and then they jump on it to see if it'll make like a louder fart noise. Mm-hmm. But then it just pops and then we're done with it.
I'm thinking of Henry, how one of the things my girls loved, have you ever seen those, you blow them up, they're a giant like balloon ball, but it's got a string on the end and you just...
Yes, we have those. He loves those.
He loves those.
And he's gotten good at the hand-eye coordination to like actually pop it, like to make it bounce. Yeah.
I was going to say, sometimes Michael's has those weird little things. I'll have to look that one up for you too.
What time they open? Well, they're all in the same place here in town, so I can hit them all before 9 a.m.
Hopefully. I would hope that for you.
All right, so I'm going to take the calendar card that's finished now and just add it to the second one.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. at Michael's? Okay. So Target first, then Michael's, then Walmart.
Then home.
Then home.
Done.
Does anyone, I should take a poll here. I feel like I take this poll every Christmas, but how many of you wrap your Santa gifts or your stocking stuffers? Do you wrap them or do you just throw them in the stocking?
Santa gifts outside, wrapped.
Okay.
Stocking, no.
Just in there. Okay.
Why? What's your answer?
I wrap them all. So now I'm thinking, you know, once I get home with all the things,
you're not gonna have time.
I have to wrap them too. I mean, I think I'll have time, but
by then.
Yes, I'll lock myself. I call it my gift wrap room because that's really all I do in there. I'll lock myself in my gift wrap room, and looks like Mindy wraps it all too. Karen never wrapped the Santa gifts. Ashley's are wrapped. Judy's are wrapped. Lisa's are unwrapped. Susan's are unwrapped. Okay, so everybody has a little different tradition. It's also kind of like we got to talk about this tradition now too, but I'm going to pop back on face on so you guys don't feel like you're just looking at a project screen. So before I head out today, I have one more poll for you guys. When do you open your gifts? Do you do it on Christmas Eve or do you do it on Christmas Day? Or do you do both? Susan, what's your answer?
Santa gifts are on Christmas Day.
And then family is?
The night before.
The night before? Me too!
We do them all on Christmas Day.
All on Christmas
Every
Day, Whitney.
Yes.
That is not how we grew up. So
No.
I feel like I don't know why it was so meaningful to me to do it the way that I grew up. So when we got married, I really pushed for opening the family gifts on Christmas Eve, and then Santa comes and we do open on Christmas Day the Santa gifts. So
Our mom is on right now.
is she?
Yeah, she said hi to you.
Oh, hi, Mom.
She's listening.
Should we talk about other family traditions? My mom just got into town last night, and so we're ready to uphold all of the family traditions for the Cook side of the family. That's my maiden name. So Cook family traditions, here we come.
Woohoo!
Cookies. Dumpling soup. Decorating sugar cookies. Sleep over at Grandma's tonight and decorate cookies tomorrow and bake. So, and Mom always makes chicken dumpling soup for, I think we're going to do it Christmas Day this time. Usually we do it on Christmas Eve. When we were growing up, it would always be Christmas Eve right before we went to Christmas service. But yeah, this year I think we're going to do it on Christmas Day. So.
The funniest thing Mom used to do was make those butter pats.
Oh, yes.
Molded butter.
Molded butter. Did you ever do that, Susan? It seems like something you might appreciate.
Do you mean like a fancy restaurant where they bring out like a...
Yeah.
Yes!
She had like all the molds.
Well, you said molded and we've talked about blue cheese today.
You
so
thought it was like moldy butter.
Yes.
Oh, no, like shaped butter. Like she would put the butter in the molds and they would come out like leaves, or she always did leaves for Thanksgiving. And then Christmas, was it like bells?
Yeah, I want to say it was.
Yeah, she's here, so she could probably tell you what her butter molds were, but yes.
I bet she probably still has them.
Probably. Maybe with the kids you can decorate cookies and mold butter.
Yay!
Tomorrow. Everybody's laughing at moldy butter now. So.
It's the newest color to come out of TE next.
Right, that'll be our next color, blue cheese and moldy butter. Coming right up. All right, you guys, it is time to say farewell. This will be our last live before Christmas. So Merry Christmas to all of you. Thank you for such an amazing year. I will see you again before the calendar turns to 2024. So for now, I will just say Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a wonderful time spent with your family and friends and whatever you find yourself doing. So, yes. When will I see them again?
Next Thursday.
Okay, I needed a reminder of that. So
let's be the 28th.
I will not be live on the 26th. Guess what? I'm taking the day off. It's gonna be great, and I'm actually not planning to be sick for this day off. So I did just have 2 days at home, but I was in bed. So I will not be live on Tuesday, the day after Christmas, but I will be back Thursday, the 28th. So plan to tune in. I will hopefully see you then. All right, you guys, until then, have a wonderful preparation for Christmas and a beautiful Merry